Hello there, it's Jay here from Jay's Vintage Junk, and today, well, I've got a spare few minutes, so I thought I'd do a quick vid. One reason being that, unbelievably, I've been doing this for about 12 months, and I've actually managed to get 100 subscribers. I'm actually quite amazed with the odd little bit and bat that I put up on YouTube, that there's 100 people out there that have actually subscribed to me. Yeah, so if you have subscribed to me, thanks. I'm really quite surprised at that, so hopefully, yeah, I will keep doing videos for the channel, and I'm a bit blown away by that, really, after 12 months. Anyhow, I'll get on to this video. I just thought I'd mention that. First thing is, I'm up in my attic stroke my computer room attic, which I think I've shown you all before. And obviously it's getting winter time now, and it's getting a little bit chilly up here. And the other day I was working on a property that I own, and I was walking back to my van, and I found that propped up by someone's wall, obviously left out for the jippos, for the scrap metal collectors. Even has the wall bracket for it. It looks almost brand new. It's a Levante 1500 watt electric wall heater with a timer on it, so you can set it to come on and off as and when you want. So I thought, oh, nothing ventured, nothing gained. I threw it in the back of the van, got it home. Checked continuity on it. I had no continuity on it, so I thought, oh, bet element's gone in it, it's probably not worth repairing. Anyway, I opened it up, and all that was wrong with it is on one side of the element, the spade connector had been making a bad connection. It must have been arcing a little bit because it had all blackened, and you could see a bit of overheating. So bit of sandpaper, and I cleaned off all the grot and the grime. I tightened up the spade connector, slipped it back on there, and I soldered it in position for good measure so it had a good, nice, solid contact. Tried the thing, and it works perfectly. So yeah, that's going to be my heating for up in the attic computer room. So I thought that was quite good for a freebie. Anyway, what I thought I would have a look at today is this. We're back onto the old record players again. Now, this is one I have literally just dug up out of the cellar, and this is, all I can say is, if you want to buy record players to restore, this is how you don't want to receive them. What this basically is someone else's failed project. I got this a long time ago. I can't actually remember quite where. I'm pretty sure it probably came in a job lot, probably from a trader that wanted to fix a few up and let me have a few for spares. I can't 100% remember where it did come from, but it's been in my cellar for years, and I dug it out the other day. I didn't actually realise it was in quite this bad condition, so I thought I'd do a bit of a vid just to show you really what you don't want to be buying. This is it's a mid-1950s Ferguson player, in like the Dansette style, but a little bit different, being, if we turn it round, it has this rather unusual, I'll just lift the thing up, it has this rather unusual louvered lid, which, as you can see, doesn't move. I mean, it's just jammed up. There's things like that can be fixed, but as you can also see, got holes here, we've got panel missing there, we've got disconnected wiring, no head shell. I mean, that's fairly common, but yeah, no head shell, no screws in it, the deck's loose. What this is someone's obviously got this, tried to repair it, either given up or not known what they were doing and abandoned it, and this is how I've ended up with it. Now, I don't 100% know what I want to do with this one yet. It's got a Colorado deck on it, which is quite a nice deck. It's a bit more unusual. It's a bit more complex to service. I've not seen too many videos on servicing these decks on YouTube, so I might do a video on servicing that deck. I mean, it doesn't seem to be in too terrible condition actually. I mean, it's fairly freed up, but we'll see what that deck needs doing to it. I don't know what's missing yet. I can't see that panel anywhere. The amplifier, I will get the amplifier out if I can. The amplifier is actually, I think it should be in there, like in there, but it's dumped underneath the deck. I think I can get it out. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, you can see it's, someone's been having a go at this. I don't think they 100% knew what they were doing. We've got that out. There's a few, I mean that's never good. We've got valves rattling round in the bottom. We've got, well at least we've got that. So we've got the plate from on there. Yeah, it looks like we're missing, oops, that wasn't good for the deck. Yeah, that's still seized. We'll have to have a look at that. It looks like we're missing the panel from there. Now that's not the end of the world. We should be able to fabricate something for that that'll replace it. Fortunately we've got that. And we've got the amplifier. Now again, slightly unusual, it's on a PCB. It's a valve amplifier, but it is on a PCB. Oh, look at that as well. That's good. Look, we do have the control knobs. So apart from that board that's missing here, I think it's fairly complete. The amplifier does look to have been worked on. These capacitors here, I can tell they're quite a modern PCB mount capacitor. I don't think they'll really be up to the rating. I'll have to check them. Although they do say I think they are 400 volt, but yeah, they've been replaced. That hasn't. That is one of the old Hunt's mold seal capacitors. That's almost certainly bad. These old electrolytics, they will almost certainly be bad. Apart from that, it doesn't look too bad. We'll have to see what the main smoothing electrolytic's like. We'll have to see what the volume control and the tone control are like. It's got a selenium stack rectifier on it there. I'll probably replace that with a diode and a little 100 ohm resistor, 150 ohm resistor, just purely because they're not very efficient, them, and when they go off they absolutely stink. It's worse than being stood next to a storage farm. They are terrible when they go off, so I'll probably replace that with something more modern. Apart from that, I'll have to find out where that goes. It obviously needs something better than, I mean this is modern flex that, and I can't see any mains transformer on here. In fact we've got a, I'm not sure on that, yeah, we've got U series valves, so it's an AC/DC technique used on the amplifier there. I'm presuming the heaters are run off of tapping off the motor winding. So we can't earth this one, or at least we possibly earth the deck. I'll look into that, but we can't earth the amplifier. We can't earth it like we would with most of the Dansette ones. So the 2-core cable is correct for it, but we really don't want a piece of old flex like that joined onto there with a piece of chop block like that. So that'll all need investigating. So yeah, I wasn't going to do a very long video here. I just thought I'd show you this one. So it's in a bit of a mess, but I think I'll probably actually do a proper video, might be even quite a long one, on getting this player in this state, just to show what you can do with something literally which has been dismantled, dismembered, left in pieces, bits gone missing, and let's actually see what we can do with it, whether we can make a good usable record player out of that. So I mean, it's not your standard Dan set one. It's got a bit of a different look to it. It is quite nice. And looking at that amplifier, seeing it uses two UCL83 output valves. That means it's got a push-pull output. It's a it's a push-pull valve amplifier instead of just being a little single-line one. So it should have quite a bit of power to it. It's probably good for about 6 or 8 watts, which doesn't sound a lot, but for a player like this, it should be quite nice and loud. So yeah, I'll do another video on this. I'll show getting the amplifier working. I'll show seeing what we can do about that deck, and I'll probably do a video on getting this cabinet back together, perhaps making some of the missing bits. So I think I'll leave it at that for my 100th subscriber video. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.